Welcome, Andrew. Welcome to NLSA podcast. This program is actually sponsored by our Resourcefully and Nimble. Before we start, I just want to know about you.
Okay.
What do you do? What's your stream? What problem you're trying to solve?
My name's Andrew Borthwick. I'm Director for Orange Business for Australia and New Zealand. Orange is a global telecommunications and IT services company focusing on digital infrastructure, connectivity, cloud, cyber. The problem we're trying to solve is to ensure our customers are able to reach out to the world with a local delivery model. So digital infrastructure, we're talking about connectivity, we're talking about, in particular, a platform we have which is called Evolution Platform, which is effectively consumption of networks, consumption of cloud, consumption of cyber. So it's a bit of a different model, consumption-based rather than investing in actual infrastructure for yourself.
Wow, that's awesome. Where do you see yourself in next 5 years? And what's your target or what's your company goal actually?
Yeah, so the growth is the big thing. In the New Zealand marketplace, it's about supporting the government space as well as enterprise customers. For Australia, it's actually doing more of what we do today. So we spend a lot of time in the mining and resources sector supporting organisations reaching into like Africa, South America, Europe in particular, because that's where our headquarters are, and making sure that we're providing business outcomes for those organisations. It's a very different conversation that we have with our customers than other people. Why? Because the depth and breadth of the services that we provide, but also we're not necessarily only focused on winning more business. It's actually delivering the business outcome and for the customer's customer, which is a very different proposition than a lot of other organizations talk about.
Oh, that's interesting. Does AI plays a big role on your company?
Well, it does actually, increasingly in a very competitive landscape. And I'd also say in a world that is increasingly complex, we're leaning more and more into the artificial intelligence space.
Okay.
We have a platform called Live Intelligence.
Okay.
Now, what we've done with that is we've actually gathered the 5 large language models and we've coordinated it into a portal. We've actually created a prompt engine solely for this, which enables companies to then also classify their users inside of the organization to actually say if there's a super user, they have XYZ amount of credits or amount of tokens that they're able to consume.
Okay.
At a higher level, you may not necessarily need to use the large language model or the ChatGPTs, the Geminis, the Plexeras, etc. What you actually are looking to use is, because it costs every time you search, there are 2 costs. There's the monetary cost, but there's also the carbon footprint costs. And the platform we have actually measures both.
Okay.
So as the end user or the organization, you can keep track of your carbon credits.
Okay.
And then what's costing you to search with the engine consumption based on the searches.
Yep.
You can reduce the amount of searches that you're undertaking because we have a prompt engineer that actually sits there and says, this has been asked before and here's the answer, almost like a frequently asked questions list.
Okay.
As well as we then can monetize that by saying, well, actually, when you've done these searches, it's cost you 80 cents, $2.20. And you can actually start to see how much each of those costs, the live transaction costs at that particular time. So and we're using it across 50,000 users within our organization today.
Yeah.
It's being unbelievably successful. We're using it for contract management. We're using it for customer proposals.
Yep.
So we're a global organization. We have points of presence all over the world. So what happens in America and what happens in Australia, it's hard to share that information. All of the proposals that we send go into our AI model. And then when I'm in Australia, I go, when did we last respond to this type of RFI? And all of that information is then instantaneously shared.
Wow.
Which is cutting down our response times by up to 80%.
Wow. That's a lot of productivity actually.
Huge productivity. It's fantastic.
Testing is slow and complex. Meet Nimble AI streamlines your testing. Scan, report, and resolve issues fast. Release better software confidently with Nimble.ai.
One question I have is,
Sure.
how many jobs it's creating your platform? Is it so everyone is worrying about AI, right? Everyone thinks about AI. Oh, AI is going to take over the job.
Yes.
the world, we are seeing a world that pivoting to a new ecosystem, right? Specifically that encourages the use of AI and other stuff. How do you, like, as a anyone new who's coming into this new market,
Yes.
what kind of knowledge they should be acquiring?
And so if you're coming out of university and you're looking to spend time or find a role, that's a hard question to answer. It really is, because you do computer science or you go and you teach yourself how to program. Well, those jobs aren't going to necessarily be there in 3 to 5 years time, potentially.
Do you think agents will replace all the interns, which is going to be because anyone can do basic coding and basic communication skills done by agents, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe in next 5 years they're going to be replaced, so there will be no interns at all?
I think that there'll always be a place for human interaction with artificial intelligence. There has to be. Now, whether it's specifically an intern or a programmer or a contact center agent or a back of house person, I think it's too early to determine that is right now. But I do know that there is going to be efficiencies created through the use of artificial intelligence. We can already see that. Look at even what happened through COVID. You look at financial crises where hundreds and thousands, if not millions of jobs have been displaced. We've still been able to carry on, and that human capital gets diverted into other areas. There's lots of debate around jobs will be gone forever. Perhaps they will be, but I don't necessarily think that. I think you'll find that other jobs will replace some of the more jobs that might be taken. We have to, because humanity without focus is a very, very challenging space.
Because everything is uncertain, right?
Correct.
Everything is uncertain.
That's right.
If you don't pivot according to the nature, you're going to lose the game.
Correct. That's exactly right. And that's in whether you're talking about, community, whether you're talking about sporting references, you can talk about anything where you have to absolutely pivot with the times. And that's what will be forced. So suddenly the universities won't be acquiring as many students, so they'll have to pivot.
Yep.
Because ultimately they're not going to be doing or providing the skills that are required.
That's very good.
So that'll kind of force the hand.
Yeah.
Hiring shouldn't drain you. Meet Resourcefully, a one-stop solution platform for job market, a place where traditional hiring is disrupted. Scout global IT talent, compare rates, hire in hours.
One question I have.
Yes.
I think we are ending our time, but what is the best advice you got in your life throughout your journey, and that you can pass to our younger generation?
Oh, look, there's a few. The best advice is that there is no such word as can't.
I agree.
There is no such word as can't. You can always achieve the outcomes that you're looking to achieve. When you take a negative approach to those elements, you stonewall yourself from so much. You actually stop yourself from growing. You stop yourself from learning, and you stop yourself from failing. But it's when you fail is when you learn the most.
Awesome. One more question.
Sure.
From your experience,
Yes.
where do you see what is the next $1 billion market?
Oh, it's 100% artificial intelligence.
100%.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. There'll be more millionaires and billionaires made in this space because it is effectively the next arms race.
Oh, okay.
It is, because you've got the big five pursuing to own the world, and whoever owns the platform will be the winner, especially in artificial intelligence. So you've got the Google, Meta, you've got Elon, you've got Microsoft,
And the Chinese market.
and the Chinese market as well.
And they are performing really well as well.
Unbelievably so. So I think you'll see the artificial intelligence space being the absolute $1 trillion market.
Cool. Awesome. It's a nice chat to you. I would love to have a detailed conversation with you. Really wonderful to see you.
Lovely. Thank you, Polly. No worries. Thank you so much. Cheers. Thanks.
Don't forget to hit that bell icon and subscribe to NLSA podcast to hear stories of yesterday for a better tomorrow. Signing off, this is your host, Anuvindh.